Well, hey, hello, and how are ya? Hey, this here's Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you live right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Might look a mite bit different today because, well, if you can tell, got out a new bottle. That's right, new bottle come pouring out, and looky what she did, boy. Anyway, hey, this here is going to be blog number 391. Which means today is 3/8, which would be March the 8th, 2016. Yes, sir. March 8th, 2016. No big birthdays to report out there, no shout outs, but I do tell you what, I am going to do some shout outs, and I'm going to give you some shout outs to my Facebook friends and my faithful followers. So here you go. We've got, let's try Shenandoah Zealous, and the reason I'm going to go with him is because yesterday he approached me on my Facebook and he said he could help me out with some technology to boost up my page. So I'm gonna go ahead and look into that. And I appreciate Fred Lamb and John Hoover and Dana Hessing and Cindy Welch and Dana Jennings or Diana. Dina Hessen and Dana Jennings and Thai Thu Hong and Craig White and family and John Briscoe and Shola Dada and Caleb Brinkman and family and Abby Vernon and my brat and all of the other Shenandoahs out there and my boy Thomas and anybody else I might have missed out on there. I'd like to give you all a shout out and say thank you for watching. Thank you for staying tuned in. All right. Hey, I've changed, so you know what that means. It's a change in seasons. And, well, when seasons change, well, so do we. Anyway, speaking of that, hey, how about that daily bread? If y'all are keeping up with the daily bread, today's topic is going to be, let's see. Today's topic is an abundant supply. Basically, first off, I'm one of those big fans of the hummingbird. And I throw my hummingbird feeder out all the time, and I just love to watch them little birds circulate around that there hummingbird feeder. Well, occasionally, you run out of hummingbird food, and you think, oh my goodness, what's going to happen to the poor birds? Well, check this out. I'm not the only one that feeds them birds. God provides for them birds. And if you ever find yourself in a situation where you don't know that you're going to be supplied, well, God will be there to supply you. Alrighty. Anyway, hey, that would be the topic for the daily bread, which would be abundant supply. Now, we're going to turn over to Psalms 36, 5 through 12. Now, if you're catching up with the Bible in the year, then you're going to read Deuteronomy 5 through 7, Mark 11, 1 through 18, and that'll keep you on up to date. Alrighty? Well, alrighty then. Let's jump on over to Psalms and see what we can do. Psalms 36, 5 through 12. Your loving kindness, O Lord, extends to the heavens. Your faithfulness reaches to the skies. Your righteousness is like the mountains of God. Your judgments are like a great deep. O Lord, you preserve man and beast. Oh, how precious is your loving kindness, O God! The children of men take refuge in the shallows of your wings. Shadow of your wings. They drink their fill of the abundance of your house, and you give them to drink the river of your delights. For with you is the fountain of life, and in your light we see light. Oh, continue your loving kindness to those who know you, and your righteousness to the upright in heart. Let not the foot of pride come upon me, and let not the hand of the wicked drive me away. Then the doors of iniquity have fallen, and they have been thrust down and cannot rise. There you go. There's your Psalms 36, 5 through 12. Alrighty then. Bowie. Let's see, what was the last movie I watched yesterday? I can't remember what it was, but I'm not going to go ahead and read nothing on it. I don't know that I don't. Oh, was it My Cousin Vinny? We already done a thing for that one, so we won't be doing another one. And besides, I tell you what, I had a bad night last night. I was dreaming all about. I tell you what, I don't know what it was, but sorry about that. Had to wet the whistle. H2O, it's good for you, and it's good for me. It's God's nectar, don't you see? Anyway, yeah, I had a horrible night last night. I was awfully hot. My body was hot, so all the while that it was running temperature, I would wake up thinking, boy, I need to get this blanket off. Well, I wasn't even wearing a blanket. All I had on was my bedclothes. So I was sitting there thinking, boy, I'm so hot, and I kept trying to figure out how to get the blanket off. Well, then the thing was, I would feel like I would sleep for about an hour. So I wake up at about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm wanting to get rid of my blanket. Well, I can't get rid of the blanket, so I think, all right, well, maybe I can go back to sleep. So I sleep for about an hour, it seems like to me, and I wake up, and it's 3 o'clock. And I'm like, man, my clock must be broken. So I go to sleep for another hour or so, and I wake up, and it's 3 o'clock. And I'm like, man, what's wrong with my clock up there? So that's the wall clock. So finally I peeped over the thing at the digital clock on my VCR, and it says it's 3:03. So apparently I have not been sleeping for an hour. I've been sleeping for minor seconds, thinking that they were hours, but I still could not get the blanket off of me, which there was no blanket to get off. And then I had this weird sensation that I was not strapped down to my chair. So I kept asking my caregiver over and over, hey, did you put that belt on me? Oh, gosh, please put the belt on me. Oh, hey, did you put that belt on me? And it was like 50 times over and over in this dream that I was having that I had asked if I was that I was strapped down in my chair so I wouldn't have a spasm and jump out and fall all over the floor and flop around like an old fish. It was just awful. I couldn't stay asleep, couldn't stay awake. I don't know what was going on. There was something going on TV. Wasn't watching that. Wasn't paying attention to it because I was trying to sleep. But then there's another thing that occurs with me is, generally speaking, when I get hot, I'll get an autonomic hyperdysreflexia thing going on. Well, whenever you get that autonomic hyperdysreflexia thing going on, what happens is you start perspirating and having chills. And your body seems to be hot, but then you got chills because you're perspirating. Well, I never did start perspirating, or sweating to you and me. So I never started sweating, and then I couldn't I couldn't figure out what was going on because I was all dry, but I was all hot and I wasn't sweating, and it was just an awful night. So if I'm looking different today, then it's got to be that I got a bad night's sleep, right? Right. It's got something to do with that bottle of stuff that came out of my that fell into my hair this morning too. I'm sure I'm reckoning that. Anyway, hold on just a second. I need to get something a-rolling here. Give me just a second, alright? Alrighty then. Okay, I just wanted to get that thing rolling so it'd be done by the time I got done. I'm going to try not to sing today. I'm just going to try to wing it and talk through everything. That way, Craig doesn't have to put his earplugs in. We'll see. We'll see if we can make it. But, you know how it is. You know I like to sing. Especially with this new hairstyle here. I don't look like anybody in particular, so I'm not going to be singing. Because only when I look like people do I sing new styles and stuff. So probably going to have to get rid of the mustache, because if you notice, when I go like this, it's thin right by the one side of my nose. Anyway, it's thin on the one side, which would be my right side. So the way you guys are looking at it, it's backwards, but it's thin there and it just don't look right. So I might end up getting rid of it. It just depends. I'm not sure. Not sure if I'm going to or if I'm not going to. Oh, by the way, whenever I forward those pictures to everybody, I usually send my automobile accident to you whenever I send you a birthday wish or a thank you for accepting my friendship, and I will send my video. Well, the first video that I've got there, the photos are imposed, because apparently I had my camera on mirror, and that makes the pictures look backwards. So anytime you look at them, it looks like the passenger side of the vehicle, and it wasn't the passenger side. It was actually the driver's side. I'm going to have to, at one point in time here shortly, redo that video of the automobile accident, because it just doesn't come out right. Sorry about that. I had to close that thing out now. It was one of my scans to clean up my computer. That's what it was. So, anyway, I wanted to run that so that by the time I got done with this and jumped back to the internet, that I would be kind of clear on the internet, if you know what I'm saying. Hey, wow, I'm already 14 minutes into it and I ain't sang a lick. That's a good thing. Means I don't really have to. Well, I do have to, but you know what that one is. I'm not going to start it for another 15 seconds or so, though, because, well, that's just the way it is. Well, I'm glad I got to shout out to everybody because, well, sometimes y'all just go unrecognized, and I appreciate the fact that you follow me and that you forward me and that you are now subscribing to my YouTube page. I appreciate the subscriptions because the more the merrier. But hey, you know what that means? What the time looks like? it looks like I'm going to have to say, goodbye, my friends, it's time to go. Ba-doodle-dum. Goodbye, my friends, it's time to go. Da-doodle-dum. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. Goodbye, my friends, goodbye. Why, this is Shenandoah Briscoe saying, hello and how are you? You know, God loves you and so do I. So be blessed in Jesus' name. And come back and see me tomorrow because, well, I'll be here, and I hope you are too.